Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another episode of Historical Humans Heritage. And today we are going all the way to the Republic of Korea, where we're going to look at the sites of Gochang, Hwasun, Ganghwa, Dolmen sites.
Yeah. Yes. Dolmen is a very fun thing. It's a type of megalithic funerary monument. I did not know what that word was for the longest time when we were looking at this.
I'll say I've worked on one. It's
Yeah,
cool.
they're very fun. These are three separate sites in South Korea, or the Republic of Korea, as it is also known.
Yeah, that's
Formal
probably a
name
good
versus
distinction before people get upset at me.
yeah, yeah. For formal name versus the American name for it. You gotta love English. But these are three separate sites that contain these funerary monuments, and they are dolmens are prominent in Neolithic and Bronze Age communities throughout the world. But these three sites in Korea have some unique properties to them that make them all the more valuable.
And did
Um,
you mention their nickname as the Stonehenge of Korea?
no, I did not mention that nickname, mostly because I thought we made it up.
It doesn't matter, it's sticking now.
Oh no.
Yeah. Completely different purpose, everybody, and aliens still did not build this one.
No aliens. It's still
Yeah,
yet no aliens.
yeah.
Why is
So
everybody supposed to be aliens?
I don't.
Jesus.
We
But
just have to.
let's take it in here. So starting with Gochang, its dolmen site is a little over 8 hectares, and it features the largest and most diversified group of dolmens. Uh, and This one is actually centered within the village of Mesan,
Ooh.
featuring over 440 dolmens of various types.
Wow,
So
so
this
there's a
is
lot.
there's hundreds of them in a town. It's just
It's
there. They're just
it's Dolmen City, everybody. Dolmen City.
Missed opportunity naming it,
yep,
dang.
I know, right?
yep,
Unless
yeah,
that's what the name translates to, the town.
yeah, yeah, and definitely Gochang is probably one of the most concentrated dolmen sites probably in the world. As Hwasun has 31 hectares and 500 dolmens, so it's beating them on it's beating Gochang on total number, but not on density by a long shot.
So what's the separate from dolmens in the rest of the world? I don't think the article says too much about like what separates these dolmens from say European dolmens.
Um, I'm not too sure either on that point for this one, as we can see in the image for it mostly is it definitely does have a little bit of that Stonehenge look to it, with the lintel being far larger than any of the posts
Yeah.
under it. Very squat, very imposing structure. But definitely get into that more just after we go over the third of these three separate sites, which is Ganghwa, which has 12, a little over 12 and a quarter hectares. And that is on the offshore island of Ganghwa on the slopes of a mountain.
Wow.
That's
Uh,
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
yeah. And these appear to be stylistically some of the earliest dolmens in Korea, um, which does say a lot about them themselves. The art style moving south down the peninsula, presumably also with people and other things moving south down a peninsula, like you tend to do on a peninsula.
Actually, I prefer the south to north theory.
Oh no. Yeah, okay.
all,
I'm not okay.
all, all,
But
all
No, I'm
three of
kidding. I'm
these are
kidding. I'm
in
kidding.
South Korea. All three of these are in South Korea. Ganghwa is in the northernmost reach of South Korea. South Korea has all three key sites.
which probably
Yeah,
indicates that there might be more in North Korea that we're just not aware of.
yeah,
But these
North Korea
monuments
doesn't share.
are of incredible social phenomena that began appearing in the second and third millennia BCE and shows ritual megalithic monuments constructed, and the fact that they serve as burial markers and that they're a part of this Neolithic culture shows quite a bit of ingenuity. Like our word of our recording session today, it's all showing specialization of skill and characterization. This is like the fifth video we've gotten to talk about
Yeah.
it
And we've had a theme for well, I'm in the green shirt here. But one of the big things, especially for me reading through this with UNESCO, is UNESCO openly says that this dolmen structure, this is a almost universal human structure. By the time you get to be Neolithic as a society, you start building these or things that look like these.
Something
And-
as a burial marker.
Yeah, and it also states that in its criterion for why UNESCO considers these three sites so important is nowhere other than South Korea is it done better or more prolifically. So South Korea did something better than the rest of the world.
What's also kind of interesting
And that is
that they
beautiful.
make a small note about it, though, is that there were a few that were dismantled by farmers, but you could still identify where they were, and there's plans to re-erect some of them.
I would just like to point out, even in general, Korea tends to get not a lot of spotlight other than like the whole North Korea, South Korea situation. So new information like this is really exciting. And I feel like it should be an incentive to learn more about Korean history outside of being at the center of several spheres of influence.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful 3,000-year-old culture, at least as far as the dolmens are concerned. And they made the UNESCO World Heritage List in 2000, which I think makes them the most recent addition that we've covered on this channel so far.
To date, yeah, to date.
Yeah, that's why I said so far. So far.
But like the biggest threat to these dolmens as of right now are wildfires. And one of the things that they've been doing to try and preserve these sites is to clear scrub near the dolmens. And they've also done a lot of work to look for dolmens that were knocked down because of tree roots or because of shifting earth, and that they're restored to their original state. So they're really strong on preservation. They're really strong on protecting these monuments. And it's really refreshing to see, because the struggle to keep history is a fight that is almost universally known across the world.
Yeah, and one of the things that is keeping this fight going so much in favor of the dolmens is it seems the participation of local communities in protecting the dolmens, as there is a lot of the day-to-day monitoring is carried out by local communities, where the professional monitoring, the in-depth professional stuff only really happens at these sites every 3 or 4 years. So it's only these plans are only getting updated, only really getting checked up on every couple years, and it's the local communities that are striving to defend them and manage the tourists and keep everything in accordance with the best possible practice.
And that is a very good thing.
That is a
to
level
see
of love
community.
you just don't see everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
just,
communities coming together, protecting the heritage that, even though their connection to it is thousands and thousands of years old in the past, they still feel very strongly about it, and I think that's very beautiful.
And on that beautiful bombshell, I think that is today's episode wrapped up wonderfully. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below. If there's a topic you would like to see us cover, please be sure to comment it down below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.